Hey, 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 Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope. What's going on, you guys? Great morning, great morning, great morning. Whoo, when I tell y'all, the challenges have been absolutely real, but definitely worth it. I mean, just that. So, you guys, come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share. Y'all come on in. Hey, 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 you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When I tell you, listen, let me tell y'all something. This is when you know, like you are at breakthrough. When all hell just breaks loose in your life. Hey, Eileen, how are you, beautiful? When all hell starts breaking loose, when I tell y'all that yesterday and today, right, I've had significant technological challenges. Okay. So yesterday, my phone just was stuck on the Apple like almost all day. It took me until probably about 3 or 4 o'clock to get my phone back working. So my phone was not working. Y'all, it's the craziest thing ever. Hey, Artesia, how you doing, beautiful? So this morning, I set up the StreamYard and everything, and the computer just was stuck. And then everything was just taking forever. It was like it was on a loop. I said, listen, let me tell y'all something. What y'all are not going to do is stop what's happening. That's what you're not going to do. So I had to come on and share this with you guys because clearly this word is needed. Hold on. So listen, when I tell y'all that the healing waters are stirred, they're stirred. So literally, we're in a place where I don't know if you guys know the story in the Bible where the man is sitting by the pool at Bethesda and Jesus comes and asks him, why aren't you healed, right? And he said, well, every time the angel comes and stirs the waters, somebody gets in before me. Somebody gets in the water before me. And so Jesus was like, well, wilt thou be made whole? You see, this is the thing that Jesus wanted him to understand, that his decision to be made whole wasn't contingent upon whether or not the waters were stirred. The stirring of the waters was one way of getting healing, right? It was one way of getting healing. It was not the only way of getting healing. And so what happens when the angel stirred the water and someone got in or people got in, then they were healed immediately. But check this out. There are times when Jesus wants to know, God wants to know, just will you be made whole? Do you want to be made whole? Because not everyone who says they want healing wants to be made whole. Well, I came to tell you today that the healing waters are stirred for your life. I don't know if you've noticed this or not. Maybe it's just me. I don't think it is. But if you pay attention to your life, you may be going back to places that maybe you had trauma in, or going to places that maybe you normally wouldn't feel comfortable going, but you end up having to go to those places because what God is doing is he is trying to engage in a deep-rooted healing in our lives. I'm talking about a deep-rooted healing. What is a deep-rooted healing? A deep-rooted healing is one that heals from the root up. See, we do a lot of surface stuff. We do a lot of surface healing. We look healed on the outside, but underneath the scab or underneath the bandage or underneath that stuff, there are these still deep-seated wounds that need to be healed. And so what God is doing is positioning us to be healed for real. I'm talking about healed for real. And so in being healed for real, what that means is that you got to deal with the root, which means you got to find the root, which means you got to do some work. You all listen. It is God's desire that we are healed. It is God's desire that we are made whole. It's God's desire. You don't have to say, well, God, if it's your will, it is his will that we be healed and be made whole. It's his will, right, for our life. But is it your will to do the work necessary for that healing to occur? So this is the thing. The waters are stirred. You're going to find yourself in places dealing with people, and this is where you're going to find out, am I really healed? Am I really whole in this area of my life? Or, what's going on with me? And you get the opportunity to engage in healing. So we started, and it started because I've been on a healing journey, like a deep healing journey. I've been on this deep healing journey since last year, and God has just been pulling things up, deep-seated wounds that I didn't even realize I had, so that I could face them, look at them, examine them, discover where they came from, what did it create in my life, and then begin to address it and deal with it so that I could heal and be whole. Because this is what's not going to happen. Husband number 7. Husband number 7 is not getting ready to happen. That's what's not happening. It will not. That's not happening. So in order for me to avoid that, there's some deep work I've got to do. Now listen, it's not just about relationships or marriage, but this is about your life and you being able to maximize who God has created you to be. I know there's work that God has for me to do, and I don't want anything getting in the way of my ability to do that work. So you guys may have noticed you haven't seen me a lot, on live. It's because I've been doing the work and I've been trying to be present in the moment. Now, God has been preparing me because in July, I'm going to do another Forward Focus fast. This is going to be volume 2, and it's going to be on fleek because he's giving me enough advance notice. Because sometimes he'll just have me do it. I want you to start. I'm like, could you let me know something? So, I'm not looking crazy out here in these streets. Don't worry about how you look. You just do what I say, right? So July, we're going to start, and it's going to be volume 2. Volume 2 is going to be out. It's going to be done. All of that, because he's been fussing at me about everything. When I tell y'all, God been on my neck, right? So, but right now, what's going on is the waters are stirred. So I recently was at home in Kentucky, right? In Lexington, Kentucky, which is where I spent about 10 years of my life. Some of the most formative years of my life, from 17 to about 26. 17 to about 26. It was almost 7, almost 10. I was there in Kentucky. And no, 27. I was about 27. Yeah, I was in Lexington. And I went past old places that I lived, or the areas. I didn't go past the actual places, and I felt a flood of emotions. It was a flood of emotions, a flood of memories, things that I hadn't thought about in years. Because one of the things that I've done, and I haven't intentionally done this, but this is what's happened for me. There are things I just don't remember. Like, I just don't remember things. People will be like, well, do you remember when, and I'll be like, no, I don't remember it. Legitimately, I don't. It's not that I'm pretending like I don't remember. I legitimately don't remember. So sometimes when there are things that happen in your life that may be traumatic, or you're in a traumatic season of your life, or there's a lot going on in your life, sometimes you'll forget things. You'll just push it down. You'll repress it. You'll have this type of amnesia, right? And so as I was in Lexington, I was just remembering things. And I had a chance to see my first husband. See, this is the thing that's interesting. I had to circle all the way back to number 1, right? My first husband, my son's father, my second son's father. And, sometimes it's, and it wasn't. I was so grateful that there was not that, there. And the last time we saw each other, it wasn't there. But this has been a journey. It's been a process. And I get it, rightfully so. We went through a lot. Each of us put each other through a lot. So we fought. Like, well, let me say I fought. Let me say he wasn't trying to fight me, but I fought. I was a fighter, y'all. Like, I fought. And I fought to win. I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing. This wasn't pity pat. I was not. If I'm going to fight, I'm going to fight, right? So we had an amazing time. It was our grandson's birthday. His significant other was there. We had great interaction. So it was good. And I'm telling y'all this because, listen, my daughter shared a post the other day and it says co-parenting doesn't have to be hard. You just have to stay focused on the child and not on each other's lives, right? And that's the truth. And I've always worked hard to be good at co-parenting. That's been very important to me, that my kids have access to their father, whether we were together or not. I always made a point of trying to make that happen. I was not that difficult ex-wife or baby mama. That was never me. I was always very determined to make things as smooth as possible. Why? Because I know these kids need both their parents. They need as many parental influences as they can have. And so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't sabotaging his relationships. I wanted him to have a relationship. I wanted him to have success in relationship. Like, I didn't want to destroy that. So to be able to all be together, and his family was there and stuff. And I love his family because they're my family. Like, they loved me for real. His mom was my mama. That was mama. I could talk to her and she really was there for me. So to be able to be in that place, to be able to experience that, for my son to be able to have his mom and dad and his I won't say stepmama, his other mother, all together, and there's not tension, there's not conflict, there's not all this, because he kind of got caught in the middle of some of that stuff. And not because I was trying to put him in the middle, but just because he just was in the middle, and so we were all there celebrating baby Joseph, right? Another level of healing. Just another level of healing. And when I talk about the healing waters being stirred, I need y'all to understand something. This is serious for me. This is important to me, right? And it's important to me because too many people are walking around hurt, wounded, and broken, and unwilling or afraid or unsure of how to navigate healing. Right? Real healing, deep healing, true healing, so that it's not weighing you down anymore. And I'm excited because on this journey, listen, I met somebody who helped me the way I help other people, right? Who could do for me what I do for other people. And that's a rarity. And so he and I have partnered up to do a class. It's going to be an 8-week workshop, a self-healing workshop where you're doing the work, and you literally have to do the work. This is not something where you just sit in and then, no, you're going to have to do work. You're going to have to examine yourself. And we have a few spots left, and I don't want you guys to miss it. If you missed the free workshop we did, listen, this is what I need you to do. I need you to comment, that you want more information so that I can get you a copy of the free workshop and we can potentially get you started. Because listen, we're not looking for everybody. We're looking for people who are ready to do the work. If you're not ready to do the work, then you're going to waste your time, your money. You're going to be frustrated. We're going to be frustrated. And there's no sense. We don't want this. Is not for everyone. This is only for those people that are ready to take their healing journey to the next level. Only for those people that are ready to do the deep work that's necessary. 8 weeks, 2 hours a week. We're doing the work, and we're doing it together, men and women. It is group, and there will be some individual. And so we're excited about it because it is both our heart's passion to heal and help others heal. Like, that's healing is a big part of what we do. And so the fact that we get to share this together, do this together, and do this to help other people is incredible. I encourage you, grab a friend, grab your partner, and join us on this healing journey. I promise you, it is going to be worth every penny and every moment spent. When we get through with this workshop, when we get through on this journey, you're going to discover some things. You're going to discover a freedom if you do the work. Now, the truth of the matter is you could go through it and not see anything change. Now, I don't know how. You're going to have to be dead, literally, you're going to have to be dead for that to happen. But it could happen. It could happen. You don't show up, you don't come, you don't engage, you don't participate. It could happen. But if you are ready to really heal in a deep way. And it doesn't have to be relationship wounds. It can be wounds from childhood, wounds from growing up, wounds from whatever, your own insecurities, like all of those things. We're going to deal with that stuff because we want you to know how absolutely amazing and incredible you are for real. Not just to say it as some words that you say, but to know it for real, to know that you're incredible, that you're amazing, that you are deserving of healing and being whole. Like, you deserve that. If you want that, I want you to type heal in the comments. Type heal in the comments. I'm going to get your email address, and we're going to reach out to you. Matter of fact, let me do this. I got to think for a second. I'm going to put my email. I'm going to put my email there. Let me see. And you guys can email me, and I'll get you a copy of the free session, and then we'll follow up and potentially get you started. Classes start next week. We start next week. We're finalizing the day now. So that's why we want to get you set up and started. It's going to be probably Monday or Tuesday night. And so we need to get you set up. We need to get you in. It's happening. It's happening. And we're choosing to do this with a small group of people, because we're doing something special for you guys. So that's the other thing. We're doing something really special for you guys, but we're doing it with a small group of people, because we want it to be kind of intimate, especially this first time around. But we've still got a few spaces, and I want you guys to be able to take advantage of that, participate, and be a part of the journey. We are super excited about this journey. I'm trying to figure out how to pin it. There we go. Bam. We're super excited about this journey because we're ready to help people take their lives to the next level. And if you're ready to take your life to the next level, if you're ready to take your healing to the next level, if you're ready to take your relationship to the next level, and I'm telling you, there's something powerful about when people go on this journey together. Like, that's a powerful thing, because it's one thing when one of you is on the journey. It's another thing when both of you are on the journey, because you have a chance to process things together. That is incredible. Talk about some couples therapy, right? This is huge. So we're super excited about it, and we're looking forward to it. Now, listen, you guys, I'm going to get off here, but I just had to come on and let you know. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. It is a life changer. It is an opportunity to really get yourself ready for what God has for you next in your life. Listen, it's your girl. I love you, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell the truth. The healing waters are stirred. Now, what you do, whether you sit on the side and watch other people get in and get healed and then say, well, no one put me in, or other people got in before me, or not, that's up to you. But if you're ready to be healed, the waters are stirred, and it's not limited to one person. It's not the first person that gets in. There's room for you. So make sure that you email me at drv@drvlive.com. drv@drvlive.com, so that you can start this healing journey with us, and we can do it together. I'm telling you, it is a game changer, and it is a life changer. Listen, you guys, I absolutely love you guys to life, and life more abundant. Have an absolutely amazing, incredible, and epic day. You guys be blessed. Mwah.